Chris Hipkins has doubled down on his claim the government is acting like a dictatorship.
The Labour leader took his troops on a soul-searching field trip today where one MP even momentarily likened the coalition to Russia's regime. Jamie Insall reports.
Limping into opposition after a crushing election defeat. Labour MPs turning up to their Martinborough caucus retreat today with more questions than answers.
How we can stay together as a team, how we can rebuild.
We're going to be the government again at some point.
When do you think you'll be government again?
Oh, I don't know.
Not exactly a vote of confidence that the stay in opposition will be short.
I think some people got confused around those values and we need to go back to those roots.
The Labour Party's values have been consistent throughout our history and, they don't change from election to election.
Leaders often do, though.
No concerns being expressed about Chris Hipkins' leadership.
I'll still be the leader of the Labour Party long after Christopher Luxon's been rolled as the leader of the National Party.
And he's already in training for the next election.
Didn't see any of you out running at 6:30 this morning. 7 kilometres, I'll have you know.
Following that up with a 1-2 punch at the government.
They may have voted for this government, but they're not seeing their hopes and aspirations reflected in this current government.
And going for a knockout by dropping the D word this week, arguing the government's mowing down parliamentary process and its need for speed 100-day race.
They should not behave like an elected dictatorship just because they have been elected.
No disrespect, but Chris Hipkins is a desperate individual.
One Labour MP even suggested today that New Zealand could go the way of the United States or Russia if we don't follow due process.
Ignoring the process of Parliament, the process of democracy. We watched a guy do that in the United States.
Back up the Trump.
I'm not comparing the current government to Trump.
Perhaps Vladimir Putin then?
Certainly, maybe in Russia would be another good comparison, where if you ignore your processes of government, process of democracy, then there'll be a price to pay in the long term.
And cue the backpedal.
I'm not saying New Zealand's coming like Russia or the United States, and I'd be disappointed if any media said that I'd said that.
What an irrelevant comment. What we're doing very clearly is we're moving with pace to get things done for New Zealanders.
Labour hoping its relevance to the voting public doesn't slip the way of Greg O'Connor's turn of phrase. Jamie Insall, Newshub.